Oh, yeah, it's time to get crazy. WWE new championship belt, Biggie Langston, TLC SLammy. Oh, welcome to the State of the WWE, episode 14. 1, 2, 3, cut the fucking music. Chris Tosevich, what's going on?
What's up?
I'm Joe. I'm a hoe. So is who was it? Scott Pagington was complaining that you were my co-host because he was like, yeah, why don't you stop? You need to get a new co-host that doesn't suck your dick the whole show. And I was like, what? Apparently he left me.
I disagree with like everything you fucking say.
That's what I don't. We started this show based on we disagreed about something.
Yeah, the Wyatts.
Yeah. So he's ridiculous. I think he left me a voicemail.
He's just pissed because he got kicked off of Breaking Kayfabe.
I didn't even know he was on that.
He was on there for like 3 weeks, and eventually they were like, "This guy's got to go." And then after they got rid of him, they made fun of him every week on the.
Yeah, where's Pighead Pagington's gone again? Guys, if you're watching right now, you notice a little bit of difference on the show, and that difference is we got all kinds of weird stuff up here. I want to invite you to go to FanDuel by putting the QR code right there that's on your screen. Go take your phone if you're not watching it on your phone. And scan that QR code, and you can play daily fantasy sports. So that means you don't have to commit to weekly or monthly amounts. You just put $5 in. You can bet $5 and pick a bunch of players, and it's a whole lot of fun. I do it. Chris is doing it.
There are $1 games too, so if you put in $5, you can actually play 5 games to get the feel of it. So it's actually pretty good.
The other day, I was like telling somebody, and they were like, "Oh no, man, I don't have a lot of money to do stuff." I'm like, "Dude, it's $1. You put $1 in a game once a week, even, or I play once a day. Every day I play at least $1. $7 a week, and it's like if you play $7 a week every week, you can win $500. I mean, you can win $200. I've won $300 a week before by spending $7 a week, in a month. So if you spend $28 a month, you tend to win, more often than you lose. So $300 is pretty cool. So you just scan that QR code, and then you can sign up, and you'll get my my discount bonus and all that stuff. So scan your QR code with your phone, or go to the description below where I put the link. Don't go to the website by yourself. Go use the link, because then we'll get credit and you'll get the credit. So you definitely want to do it that way. FanDuel, it's a lot of fun. It's been around for a couple of years now. Biggie Langston looking scary there, looking mean. He's getting built up. The WWE, I think, is taking notice. That people are digging Biggie Langston. They finally figured it out. And then also you see the WWE title right there with a little bit of a difference. It's got that world behind it, the Eagles on the side, the championship. It looks a little more. It doesn't look as kiddish. It looks a little more bling adult than the current one.
Yeah, the current belt having so much black on it kind of looks like you said, like a toy, like the WWE shop,
Yeah, I like it, but it's a little bizarre. And
it's too plain too. It just has the WWE logo, and that's it. I mean, it's weird. It's like they're wearing the fucking. It's like if it's almost like if the Stanley Cup was just like a big NHL.
Right.
It's like.
That's awesome. That's what it's like. It's freaking cool. Bray Wyatt. Let's talk about another thing that's really, got to be exciting a lot of people. It is the SLammy Awards. Woo! SLammy nominees for fan participation. 4 categories remain. WWE has announced the SLammy Award nominees for fan participation, which will be presented by Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. And those nominees are Fandangoing, the Yes Chance, the Let's Go Cena Sucks, and the What's Up.
The What's Up is in there?
Right. Which
fucking kidding me?
That's going to get the lowest votes for sure. And maybe then... And then, I don't know, I'm kind of... Fandangoing is... I think will be really popular some places, and then not so much other places. And then the Let's Go Cena
Outside
Sucks.
of England, I'm pretty sure we're done with that here.
Are we going to say the Yes Chance are first, right?
Yeah, that's going to win.
So Yes Chance will be first. Yeah, then I think the Let's Go Cena Sucks might be second.
Right.
But it's going
I'll
to be
agree
close with the Fandangoing, I think. But yeah, so
no way. Fandangoing's done.
You're right.
America doesn't do that anymore.
It's done in America, right? So let's go. Cena Sucks will be second, then Fandangoing will be third, and What's Up will be last, if not negative. I mean, the only people who voted for What's Up were on cocaine or something the night before. Here's some comments from you guys.
Yeah, it was just R-Truth by himself who got one vote.
Welcome to State of the WWE episode 14, by the way. This is the Joe Cronin Show. So subscribe on youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're watching this now. Stick the thumb up my ass. Follow us on Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. And go to joecroninshow.com. Got the website. .com. Can't believe it. And you can email me now directly. So no more of this other crap. You can still call me at 339-226-6610 and leave your voicemails and whatever. But you can email me now. Guess what? It's easy to remember. joecroninshow@yahoo.com. Bam. I've got everything covered. And also you can do the daily leagues and play with us. Me, Chris, and my buddy Troy, who's on FanDuel as well, which is having a lot of fun with that. Am I the only one who thinks yes chants are annoying and overused? Brian, do not have anything else to say. And you don't have grammar to do. Tusco17 says, that would be effing awesome. It be one of those Slammy winners. Fandangoing. You know what? I can't even... I was reading that guy's sentence. It's not a sentence. Man, you want to talk about illiteracy. It is running rampant in the world of professional wrestling website chats and comment sections. That's I would say if every wrestling fan could just improve their English skills by 20%, America might come back to being one of the smarter countries. Now that's...
And wrestling might get good again because they might be able to understand what everyone wants. Because it's kind of difficult to understand what your fans want when they can't put a simple sentence together.
Ah, right. Brave Ulysses says, WWE missed an opportunity with this. This should have been an award for the most electric crowd. This way the fans might feel they have something to cheer for even if the product is boring them. We had a blast.
That's cool.
That is cool. I like this guy's idea. He says we had a blast in Manchester watching Raw, despite the fact it was an average episode at the best. You remember that though? Yeah, that Manchester show, the people were losing it, and that was really cool. But it was like a not so good Raw.
Yeah, I said that on I think our last Raw review, or maybe the one before that. I think it was 2 reviews ago, wasn't it? The one where we had Liam from the UK.
Yeah, the Liam was last Raw, I think. No,
was
maybe
last. Okay,
maybe it was 2.
Was it?
Whatever.
But either way, yeah, I mentioned that England is always a good crowd because they don't get to see WWE very often, and when they do, they pack the house because everyone's like, oh, they're finally coming here, and everyone's so excited. And even if it is a mediocre Raw, the fans can make it more fun for us watching at home just by fucking getting into it. And I think they make the wrestlers compete a little harder when they know the fans actually give a shit a little more.
Right, you're right, and that is what's cool. So he makes a good point, and I like his point. If we're going on a moment then Fandango after WrestleMania was incredible, he's right, but I don't think it's going on a moment.
Right.
I mean, Fandango, he did have some cool moments, and a lot of that was the backlash of WrestleMania. You know
what though? Think about this. If we're going off a moment, what was cooler, Fandangoing after the night after WrestleMania, or the yesing right before Daniel Bryan hit John Cena with the knee and won the title?
Yeah, that was cool. You know what? What's funny is, remember how we talked about the moments or people's moments, and how WWE is trying to drag this whole thing out, to be the WrestleMania moment for Bryan. It seems like that's what it seems like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Or it seemed like that to me from day one. But going back, I'm wondering now if he does win at WrestleMania or he has his WrestleMania moment or whatever it is, I'm a little worried that it never will be like it was at SummerSlam that night when, just surprisingly, he took that knee. John Cena, he hit that knee to the head of John Cena and knocked him down and then won, and it was so shocking. And
it's a toss-up between whether to be excited that they're going to have to outdo that, or disappointed that they won't. It's kind of a tough call.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's so weird to think about. I don't know. I'm just worried that was the moment, and they missed it now. And maybe it would have been better if he had just won that night. But then again, with Triple H, that whole thing, that story arc has really carried them into, the Royal Rumble, coming into the Royal Rumble here. Anyway, you got that phone, you got the QR code, you can scan it right there. And you can be alongside us for the ride. You can bet on hockey games, football games, all that stuff. It's all free, it's all legal. Whatever. Get your parents' credit card, or use PayPal.
Well, that's not legal.
No. Go grab your parents' credit card. They can sleep. They sleep. They leave it somewhere. You put the numbers in, $10, and hey, if you win $20,000, you spent $5 and won $20,000. You can just say, "Sorry, Mom, I stole your credit card, but guess what? We're buying a car."
Or you can emancipate yourself and move the fuck out and not have to listen to those grumpy cunts anymore.
Yeah, you can enter for $1 all the way up to $500, but I just do the $1 and $2 leagues. I don't know why you would do anything more than that. Anyway,
$1 can get you out of your abusive home.
Yes, scan the code, motherfuckers. Anyway, I'm really trying to push this because what I do is I want to get as many people playing as possible so we can all kind of correlate. And if you want to talk to me about it, by all means, we can talk about picks and everything. I'll do a whole fantasy show on this thing. But it's a blast to just play for $1. I wish they had it for wrestling, you know what I mean? Like the real legit thing for wrestling. But obviously that's a very gray area, and that could be rigged. And so unfortunately you can't do it, but it just would be so much fun, if somehow we could do it, to bet on what's going to happen.
There's got to be something we can bet on that even Vince himself can't control.
Yeah, I mean, the wrestler's penis size. I don't know.
Attendance is the only thing I can think of, and even to some degree, they have control over that. If they decided to sell tickets at cheaper prices or give them away WCW style or something like that.
Should we get into the elephant in the room here about WWE Network? Do you understand what's going on with this?
A little bit. Is it still all hay though? Because every time I go to read a report on it, it's like, and it might be this, but might be that.
Well, the official report is, I made a video about this the other day. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, so what it is?
$12 a month and every pay-per-view, something like that?
Yeah, so it's going to be $12 a month, or they're trying for $60 for 6 months, apparently. And then you get WrestleMania. This time, but coming soon will be just $12 a month, and that includes the event of that month. So there's no more.
I want to get around not bundling it with. Are they bundling it with other channels?
No, it's just going to be like an app, like Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's just like Netflix. You click on the WWE Network, and it opens up. Or you go on your Xbox and you open it up, or wherever you...
Well, that's the thing. Are they going to partner with Microsoft and Sony? Do they have that confirmed? Because without getting on the Xbox One and the PS4, they're kind of fucked.
Oh, I'm sure they want them, though. I'm sure they're going to partner. I'm sure they're going to get what they need. I'm sure that stuff, from what I understand, is pretty much already in place.
Okay. All right, good.
I mean, I don't... and I understand, because they're already looking to do WrestleMania 30 at this point. That's announced. You know what I mean? So $60 and you get WrestleMania 30 and then you get all the content. But then going on after that, it's going to be, the monthly pay-per-views. And so there'll be no more pay-per-views. So this answers the question, the demand that we had going back to when we first did State of the WWE episode 1 or whatever, which is that, WWE, you can take $180 from me and I'll watch every single pay-per-view. Or you can take $120 from me and I'll steal the rest of them.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what I've been doing. I've been ordering 2 or 3 a year. So maybe if you're a WWE fan and you've ordered at least 3 a year, WWE's breaking even. Right. It's worth it, and they're breaking even. It's all just about even. You might even, it might be less money. Now, but if you're someone who only orders WrestleMania, now you've got more of an incentive. Like, hey, instead of paying $60 every year, you know, hey, drop $120 in the year, and then you get every other pay-per-view. And I think that's how WWE is seeing it.
What was our number that we came up with for standard definition streams?
Yeah, we were talking about like standard being like $10 or something, and
yeah, so for 12 you get the full fucking deal.
From what I understand, awesome. You're right. I believe you get the whole thing. It's 12 or 15. It's one of those two. It's something like that, and it's the whole deal. So the only question now is not about the money. Everything else, everything sounds good as far as that goes. What is interesting to consider is what's it going to do to these pay-per-views. Is this going to lessen the value, or because this is almost, is it going to be almost like you're watching a Raw, or you know what I mean? Like, what's it going to do?
Wait, think about what you're saying. A, can you lessen the value any more than they already have? And B, doesn't it already feel like you're watching a Raw when you watch the pay-per-views?
Right. So it is going to lessen the value because, I mean, you're not really, because of the way things are now, you're not really going to be like, damn, why am I paying $12 a month for this? You're not going to do that. If they put all that content out and then you get to see the pay-per-view, you're going to feel excited. You know, you're going to be like, oh, all right, well, at least it wasn't $60. You know, and you got all that other stuff. Maybe people will still watch it for free. I don't know. Maybe people will still stream and stuff like that, but when you have the opportunity to watch it in HD and only pay about $120 a year, and you get to see every WWE pay-per-view in HD and all the other content, I mean, this is great news.
I can tell you right now, though, people will still definitely stream it for free, 100% guaranteed. Number one, it's going to be easier for people to get access to the pay-per-views without having to pay for them themselves, $60 a pop. They only have to pay $12 a month themselves, and then they can stream them. So there's going to be more streamers, which means more streamers. And then on top of that, I mean, me, for example, unless I absolutely love the band, I still don't pay for music, and it's what, $1 a fucking song, and that's too much for me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I right, but you know what? I don't know. The thing is, I will pay for it. I know that. I know I will.
I'll pay for it too, actually. I mean, even being a music pirate as I am, I will definitely still buy this because it's just so worth it compared to what they were asking of me before.
It's so funny, though, because it's like part of me is like, oh, no, another monthly charge. You know, not one of those. That's the thing I don't like, though, is like, oh, it's another monthly charge. But at the same time, like, damn, I have to do it because if it's $12 a month, and you get every pay-per-view, that solves everything. No more sitting in this computer with these streams sucking. You know what I mean? I get to watch the real thing on my big TV via my Xbox.
And it's a way we can actually pay the people who do the thing that we enjoy so much. I mean, like I said, if I love the band, I will buy the CD, I'll buy the T-shirts, I'll buy concert tickets, all this stuff. But WWE, unless they come into my town, I mean, what do I buy? Like one wrestling shirt every maybe 2-3 years. And so what's that contributing? Like maybe 50 cents to Dolph Ziggler came from me. Great. Like he entertains me way more than 50 cents worth.
It will also make me angry.
Buying this, I mean, I'm giving more money to everyone.
Right. And you are spreading the wealth to the place you love, like you said. But it will also anger me more, too. Because I'll be pissed. Like, when things don't go right and I'm paying for it, even if it's $10, $12,
good point.
I'll be more angry, more than watching the streams. But here's the other thing I think it will do. Whether you realize it or not, whether you know it or not, maybe you don't buy a lot of pay-per-views, so you don't know enough about it. Maybe I'm at an age where it's different for me. But when I order a WWE pay-per-view for $60 and I turn my surround sound up, and I order the HD on my TV, even if it's a bad kind of pay-per-view, I'm excited. There's like an atmosphere. I feel this excitement because I'm watching this thing live that not everybody can watch and not everybody is watching. Some people I know are watching it on some shit stream, and I'm actually watching it on this. I got this rush about it that I'm watching some live event. And
it's the same as like when I buy a Mayweather fight or when I buy a UFC. It's the same feeling where it's like it's this closed environment, like you said. Like not everyone gets to watch it. Not everyone can just be like, fuck it, I'll flip it on.
Yeah.
No, you have to make a commitment if you want to fucking watch this shit. You know?
Yeah, and
at the same time, look how many we stream to where we don't. even if we paid for it, it's still with the atmosphere and everything, we'd be kidding ourselves, Like, what was it, Battleground? Imagine if we paid for that. We were making fun of the people who paid for that.
People got their money back who paid for that.
That's true.
Remember that?
If you're a Cox subscriber, yeah.
So, so the thing is, like, if they do this $12 a month thing, I think people who stream a lot of stuff in the past should take advantage of it. This is and hey, listen, WWE is. I've been ranting and raving about how they need to get better, and this sucks, and PG sucks, and all that stuff is true. But you will have a better experience, even if the pay-per-view blows, and afterwards you want to flip out about how it sucked. That's fine. But while you're watching it, I'm telling you, you will have a much better experience watching it on a big TV or on your computer screen, wherever, as long as it's not streaming in that grainy shit.
Right.
Or that laggy or whatever. I think you'll have a better experience. Now, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. I'm a little bit of an audio guy, an audiophile. Like, I don't like, especially back in the early 2000s, I hated iTunes. I could tell it sounded like shit. I didn't want to listen to it. And then but 90% of the country didn't give a shit. They were downloading fucking half grundle fucking mixes. You know what I mean? At half the bit rate or whatever. I mean, like, so... it doesn't matter. I guess it's all in how you feel. But I would think that you would have a better overall experience watching it in HD. I remember when WWE wasn't in HD, when things were starting to come in HD. I remember when more HD channels being added, like in 2006 or 7 or whenever this was.
They switched to widescreen, but they still weren't HD yet. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. And when they did that, it was like, I can't wait. The ropes are everything's gonna look so wonderful, and it does. When did they go to HD? Like 08 or something? 09?
I wasn't watching at the time. When I popped back in, they had already been there for a long time. So.
Oh, really? Well, it was late. It wasn't that that long ago when they went HD.
Really?
And I remember because it was like, when is WWE going to go HD? And it just, like, the ropes look beautiful. Everything looks nice. Like, you miss stuff. Watch it in that environment. That's how it's meant to be seen now. Don't watch it on the streams if you can avoid it, But I understand $12 a month still might be, pushing it for people.
Well, all right. If you think that $12 a month is pushing it, here's something that we're neglecting to address here. What this is going to do is it's going to give you a voice that you didn't have before. We always say, oh, well, the kids have all the money and they're paying for the shit, so they're the ones who call the shots. So they gear everything towards kids or what fucking Rey Mysterio mask-wearing little shits want. But if everyone starts doing this, and all of a sudden everyone starts paying the $12 a month, just on general principle, and they're like, all right, yeah, let's all do this together. Let's fucking do it. Then, when they start pissing you off and they're doing things you don't like, then you can drop off and say, you know what, I'm canceling it. I'm going to start streaming it. And when they see that first influx of everyone buying it, I mean, this is data mining. They are data mining, and you get to create the data that they observe. So if you start dropping off after you were initially on board, they can start to use that data to give yourself a voice. And then you can be the one saying, well, I was giving you $12 a month, but now I'm not going to anymore. And make them scramble and win you back, which you couldn't do before by not buying jack shit.
Right. That's cool. I like that take. As soon as you started with that, I knew what you were going to say. So that's great. I agree with that. Everybody jump on board. If you don't have an excuse. If you have $12 a month and you can do it, tell your parents.
Start it.
Sell your parents. If you're a younger person too, who's a big hardcore wrestling fan, and you're an internet type of fan, or you're an 18-year-old, or you got to convince your girlfriend or your wife or whatever age you are, sell them on it. Hey, honey, remember I ordered 4 pay-per-views last year? That was $200. Guess what? This is going to be $120, and I get to see everything. There's no way you don't do this. No way if this is what the price is. Absolutely not. I will advocate for this 100 times over. Everyone needs to be down on day one with this. Like you said.
And then if you hate it, then you can drop out, and they'll see that you dropped out instead of, oh, fuck, like, but no one gives a shit anyway.
And you know what, though? It's going to work because even if you don't like it, it's such a great price and a deal that you're going to keep watching it because guess what? Even though WWE has been sucking, you still order at least those 2 pay-per-views a year. Most of those people.
And who knows what kind of content they're going to have regularly outside of the pay-per-view. It's got to be something that can last 29 days.
Oh, it's 24/7. It's going to be 24 hours a day. 24
I
hours
know,
a day
so I'm
content.
saying, like, you have enough content to actually fill that.
Can you believe it? Just leave it on your TV all day for wrestling's just going to be on. That's it. It's on
I might
all
put
day.
a TV in my kitchen just to fucking leave on that network at all times.
Yeah.
So I can walk to the fridge and see what fuck's going on and be like, oh yeah, I remember that one. That's when Glacier debuted. I'm going to get a sandwich and not watch this.
You're walking around and you're having a cup of coffee. And you're like, oh, what the fuck is, what the hell's Papa Shango doing to that parrot? Why is Papa Shango got his fingers inside that parrot? I gotta wait a minute. I don't remember this. I gotta watch this. And then the Undertaker comes out.
Watching Yokozuna fucking take a shit on Damien the Snake. It'll be great.
Oh yeah, baby. So guys, State of the WWE number 14, Joe Cronin Show. Subscribe to us at Joe Cronin Show or on Twitter or youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Hit the subscribe button and be a part of the show. We'll be live after Monday Night Raw on this Monday, and every Monday night, and after every WWE pay-per-view on Joe Cronin Show. Also on YouTube, Ustream rather. You can find us on Ustream if you just search Joe Cronin Show. Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. Am I getting all these plugs? And I know these are annoying, but you know what? Lots of people see this. They go, what the fuck is this? Or they send me emails. So I just try to repeat these things throughout the show. If you have that code, that QR code reader, I want you to scan this code right now and sign up for FanDuel, because right now, you can play a game for $1. It's football, it's hockey, it's baseball, all fantasy sports. And, you just pick your teams. It's awesome. It takes about, it takes 2 seconds to sign up, and then it takes about, 5 minutes to pick a lineup, unless you want to be real strategic about it. And basically, you can make $500. You can make $5,000 by dropping $1. You can do $1 a week. You can do $1 whenever you want. You can do $5. Then when you win money, you can just withdraw it right to your bank account. I've been playing it for 2 years. It's awesome. Scan the code. Or below in the description, click the link. It's a special link and a special code so that you get the deal, and then I get credit, and I can acknowledge you as well. So make sure you do my code so that way you get that benefit, because I'll be keeping track of you guys playing if you'd like, and you can be a part of it.
Yeah, they'll give you a percentage based off of how much you deposit extra if you use Joe's link. So, for instance, I think if you drop $10 in there, they'll give you something like $3. If you drop 20, they'll give you $5 to $10, and so on and so forth. Yeah,
exactly right. So there you go. Thanks for that, because I forgot. I forget all these numbers. So just do it. It's really fun. If you played fantasy sports at all, or you wanted to, but you don't get the seasons, you don't like to do the whole year and picking and drafting and all these complicated and just time-consuming things, this is so much better, because you can just go on right now, click a bunch of players, you know what I mean? Put them in, see how they do, and if you come in first, you might win $5,000. If you come in 20th,
set it and forget it.
Right, just do it and you're done, and watch it go. So that's a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people are missing out on it because it's so friggin' addictive and fun. Sometimes I'll be at work and I'll be like, I gotta don't touch the site because I'm obsessed with it. But it's I only do $1 a days. So Biggie Langston, TLC. We're gonna give our picks. I know somebody mentioned in an email to me about it. What do you think's gonna happen? Let's let the SLammy Awards play out first before I think we get into that. This will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. I think they're tomorrow, or today, technically. We're into today at this point. The SLammy Awards. And SmackDown was pretty good. Maybe I'll do a SmackDown review separate from this, and we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to get into it. I think we talked some of the topics I really wanted to get to in this State of the WWE, and I promise we're probably going to do another one soon if I don't do one. I'm also going to be doing a video answering your voicemails, and I'm going to do that after I do this, so look for that video as well, guys. And that's it, really. That's all I got. I think we're done.
Yeah, we covered all the bases I think we needed to.
The really important stuff. We could get into Bray Wyatt's and what's going to happen with them, but at this point, it's on cruise control, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm on cruise control with them.
Till Monday, at least.
Yeah, till we see the go-home show. And I like what they're doing with Biggie Langston and the new title belt. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that stuff next week or on Monday night. We'll see you there. Goodbye.